Check out the part of town I'm in. Look at all these guys. Can you make them out? Pictures taken of people shoplifting and stealing. Look at Joe Cool here. Ever heard of the band The Cars? I got their tunes in my head, stuck in my head. Okay, so we are, I don't know if you can see that, 21, 25, 70, 212,570 miles. Okay, I'll write that down. 21,250. You see that? So let's add 3,000 to that. So we're gonna go 21,570. That's where we want to change next time. I think we're gonna change as quick as possible because this oil is probably long overdue and super filthy. I had to borrow a car. This is a minivan. It's a Toyota. And I had to borrow it. I don't mind borrowing cars because I'm one of those people that, like, when I rent a car, I bring it back vacuumed and cleaner than when I got it. And I don't speed that much. Anyway, so I showed up to get the car, and I had a quart of oil. I checked the oil. It looked like it was 2 quarts down. Now, I intended to change the oil. That's what I'm doing now. So I added a quart because I had a quart, loose quart, and I figured I was 2 quarts down. They had been driving this thing forever with, you know, not much oil. I came over to do the oil change. I drained the oil, and it's almost as if only my quart came out. Take a look, see what this looks like to you. This is ridiculous. This is just perfect. You can tell the owner of the car didn't buy the car. You know, if it was their money, they wouldn't do this. I really, hats off to these Toyotas. I don't know how they manage with abusive owners like that. They're still going. It's amazing. You know what I find ironic? This is about one of the easiest oil changes you can do. The filter is right here. That's my New Britain Flex Head Ratchet. Isn't that cool? So the oil filter is right there. You can change the oil without jacking the car up. You can reach under and get the plug. The filter came from Walmart this time because I had to go get it tonight, which is $4 something, not even $5, like low 4. And the oil, I had that earlier. I thought the car had a filter in it, a spare. The oil was $18 and something. So let's just go up to 19 and add 4. That was rounded off that way. $23. That's all it takes to change the oil, and a person's going to risk ruining the whole car. A person with a history of ruining cars too. That's such a shame. But it's better now. I'm going to have to check all the other fluids, and I know the dashboard lights aren't working. Good grief. I'm no mechanic, but I know that the oil goes through some sort of valve that does something and adjusts the was it the timing? I don't know. I don't even care, but I do know that you need clean oil for these engines to run well. Otherwise you're just blowing gas, and gas is expensive. Imagine how much wasted gas. If people just kept their cars tuned, there wouldn't be so much pollution. Remember that SK socket? I'm sorry, ratchet. Would have been cool to have that. Ugh. Oh, by the way, see that? Oh, I found that on the road. So if someone lost a Mac ratchet, I got it. Just tell me how to get it back to you. It's misleading, but that's just snug. It's not torqued by any chance. Well, we got oil on the stick. I will check it in a little bit. Take some extra oil with me. But that was fairly ridiculous. I guess that happens a lot, maybe. I can't imagine it, but that was me. I'm the one that spilled extra oil. Good grief. Well, here's an empty gallon container. Oops. I'm gonna park the camera and then pour the oil in there. Take your guesses. I'm gonna do this with two hands so I don't have an Exxon Valdez to contend with. What's your guess? I poured a quart of oil in about 20 miles ago to get to where I am now, thinking that I was still going to be a little bit low, but look, if that's a gallon and quart is here, poor car was running on a quart for who knows how long. Yesterday in the parking lot, there was a lady that parked in the handicap spots. She was driving a two-door, very elegant, very sporty Mercedes-Benz. There wasn't a thing wrong with her. There was no reason for her to be in those spots. I cannot stand when people do that. So when I'm elected dictator, people that park in handicap spots that obviously don't need to be, she was just entitled. I'm sure that car was every bit of $80,000. Very elegant car. Anyway, her only handicap, I guess, was that she still smokes. She's smoking in a car like that. Imagine ruining a car that way. Anyway, as dictator, she will not be allowed to vote, and people that drive their cars without changing the oil, drive their cars on 1 quart of oil, they too will not be allowed to vote. I don't want those people making decisions for the rest of us.